Well, well, I see you took my advice, but you'll still need to keep what was given to you, as the scenes of horror grow even more unimaginable. Prince and Freddy will continue to be your tour guides on this carousel of hell, only as long as you keep your nightlight close by to keep the black-eyed children at bay, the poltergeist calm, and the night crawlers hidden. Hit the lights and sit back as we welcome you to Nightlight, a horror movie podcast.
I'm Prince, also known as Head Knight.
And I'm Freddy, also known as Nighty Night.
And this is Nightlight, a horror movie podcast. Whew. Ending off this month right. This has been Community Horror Month, also known as Night of the Ghouls. Let's be real. Because it is their month. Man, dude, this month they chose some bangers for us. Not going to lie to you. They chose some bangers for us. And then we had a poll.
You guys were doing so well.
Then we had a poll that we ran on patreon.com/nightlight. That's not like the K.
That's Night with a K. Yep, you guys went there. You voted. You did your thing.
So we had two particular films. We had Saw going against Hostel, and Hostel won. I'm not gonna lie, I was quite surprised.
Well, you know me.
More people wanted Hostel than Saw, because I feel like Saw is way more popular.
I never saw that coming. Cut it out.
I feel like May's going to start adding laugh tracks inside of our show. But yeah. So
yeah.
So it's Hostel. But before we jump into that, just wanted to say thank you to the Ghouls for providing us with these films. It's been an absolute blast covering the films that you guys have wanted us to cover. If you also want to be a part of that, all you have to really do is just join the Discord. There's nothing special that you have to necessarily do. There's nothing really different. We chose these films at random. However, all these films were curated by our Ghouls. So if that's something that you also want to be a part of too, we will be doing this again next year as well. We will be having them every single year, actually. So we'll be doing it again. If you would like your film to also possibly be a part of the mix, please head on over to the Discord, share your thoughts. We have a movie suggestions channel where we are going to be pulling a lot of those movies from. So the movies that we choose to talk about can be completely curated by you, which will be awesome. Kind of cool. So thank you guys. It also saves me time from like having to pick movies for a month. But we're going to go ahead and share an EVP from Johnny. We took a little sneak peek because we were trying to make sure that it actually worked. So we knew who it was beforehand. But let's go ahead and listen to this EVP, and let's take a little listen to what Johnny has to say about this film, because I'm actually curious what he has to say before we jump into our thoughts.
What's going on, Prince and Freddy? Hostel is one of the few movies that I saw that like was in like the peak torture porn type of movies, and when I first saw it I was like, holy shit, this is a lot. For a movie.
Lot.
And my first introduction to like Eli Roth's directing, and I don't know, it's like as a kid it was just like it was just like vicious, and I'm like, holy crap, that's like one of the few movies that back in the day I really liked, but now not so much, because like Eli Roth is not really like the actual person that I would say like is one of those good
He's not a good dude. That's what he's trying to say.
Like a snob to me, and it feels like most of his movies now are kind of like really sleazy for no reason, and you know, and most of his movies show that aspect, and I'm not really like the hugest fan of it, but I kind of do come back to it every now and then. But overall though, Hostel is one of the few first introductions to like torture porn type of movies, and it was just like no holds barred. But again, now, and it's not so much just a big fan of it, but my experience was quite eye-opening, to say the least.
I feel that.
For real. Oh,
Very
man.
eye-opening.
It is a very eye-opening film indeed. But thank you so much, Johnny, for providing your thoughts and sharing the EVP for us as well. If you would like to also be a part of the EVPs, you can do so by heading over to patreon.com/nightlightpod, that's night with a K, and you can go ahead and share your opinions over there as well. You can sign up for the Lantern tier or above, and share your thoughts on whatever we are talking about. Now, before we talk about our thoughts, I need to grab a quick little prop here. It's a book. Hold on.
A book? I'm excited.
I know. Scariest thing about this podcast is reading, but
don't read too much into it. But okay.
This is a book by our buddy Ariel Power Schwab. She made something called Millennial Nasties, and in this book, she goes very deep into a lot of these. And this is actually my. I'm very proud of this copy. It's my autograph copy that I was able to receive from her at Fantastic Fest. Really cool shit. But she does have like a great portrayal of these particular movies here. For example, she has a section called The Nastiest of the Nasty, the films that built the subgenre of the Millennial Nasties. And then she has Hostel. And I'm just going to read a quick little excerpt of what she has here for Hostel, because I think it puts it in a very, very good way of how people
interpret it.
Yeah. It's interesting. But she says here, together with the Saw franchise, Hostel and Hostel 2 are usually the first films mentioned when people talk about the era of Millennial Nasties. In fact, Hostel was the first film to be called torture porn in writing in a 2006 article by David Eldenstein in the New York Magazine. The Hostel films also ushered in the trend of films about vacations gone wrong, especially highlighting American films about traveling abroad. As I wrote in my interview of Hostel in Ghouls Magazine 2021, then she proceeds to share her interview there at the bottom there, but it says, while the elite hunting group captures and sells people from all over the world, Americans are the most expensive. And it's implied that because people want to kill Americans the most. The year 2005 was a time when much of the world was at a very, very least wary of Americans, and at most hated us. Seems like we're back there. That's fun.
I don't think
Eli Roth was inspired to write the story of Hostel when he heard a rumor about a website on which an individual could pay to murder another person. He wanted to draw comparisons between the exploitation that happens when people vacation places like Amsterdam and the disregard for the humanity of sex workers. He drew a line from the kind of vacation ramping up into a murder vacation. Hostel is supposed to be making fun of Americans, highlighting the ways we can move about the world in boorish ways, anticipating everyone to meet our needs. And Hostel could have made this point, but it just misses, which gets right directly to our thoughts. First and foremost, Freddie, thoughts.
I don't like to use the word hate. So I'm going to say I very much disliked this movie.
What did you rate this?
You know what? Let me go back because I feel like I was out of touch when I was rating it too because I was so disgusted by it. And then it's not, I have to say, it's not like a terrible film. Actually, I forgot to even rate it. That's how much it was on my mind.
Well,
so if I were to rate it, I'll probably
go,
give
folks.
it 1.5 to 2 stars. Just because there are moments in this film. That's fair. I feel like there are moments to kind of enjoy a little bit. I think on that back half of the movie where he's escaping is a little bit more enjoyable
100%.
than anything else. Like pretty much when the torture stops and they're escaping and trying to get away. Even the aspect of like the little kids at the very end was kind of satisfying to watch as well. There's some cool aspects every now and then. This movie is very out of touch with some of the language, and I know
it does not.
It is a product of its time as well, but I also feel like it's part of the script that Eli wrote as well. And I know
I feel like he would still write a script like this
now. 100%. Yeah.
Like I feel like he would still write something like this.
But it's interesting because as a director, I could maybe appreciate some of his work, and then a lot of his work, I'm just like, it's not for me. And that's the biggest thing. I will say this. There is probably a fan base for this movie. Obviously, y'all voted for it. Don't know why, but that's okay. I won't question it. There is a fan base for it. And it's not to disregard their feelings towards, like, the fun entertainment aspect of this movie, maybe to get deeper themes out of it. It just wasn't for me. It doesn't work for me. Like I said multiple times, I don't like bleakness in a lot of movies.
This one has a happy ending.
I feel like the second one starts off really bad too, right? No spoilers, but I think
he dies. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry for the spoilers for a movie that came out almost 20 years ago.
I think knowing that happens to him afterwards, I'm just like, there's no winning here. But yeah, like I said, I think it's well crafted. I think he got the job done of what he wanted to create, and he did the thing. Fair enough. Why he made the thing, I don't know. But talk about Eli Roth's work, I'm actually pretty kind of excited for Ice Cream Man. I see a lot of great aspects there. I did like Thanksgiving a lot as a slasher. I think that was a little bit more fun and campy. There are still moments where I'm just like, you went a little too far, especially with like an oven scene. I don't like that scene at all, to be honest.
Yeah.
But there is some fun aspects that Eli does. I just don't like him.
He goes further in his little trailer he made for Grindhouse. He goes even further.
Right. Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, it doesn't work for me. It is what it is. But it does make me fear travel, for sure. It does that job very well. It does give the fear.
Oh, yeah, dude. I was so scared to travel after this movie came out. I was so scared.
Actually, no, I'm going to redact that. I feel like I would never be put in that situation.
Knock on wood. But it's like, I'm with you, man. I'm gonna just be super blunt. I don't like Eli Roth. Like, I don't like his movies. Yeah, I don't like anything he creates, really. I like Hostel Part 2 more than I like this one, just because Hostel 2, to me, says something a little bit more impactful than what this says. It just, I don't know. And even then, I'm still saying that with a grain of salt here. Like, I don't like Hostel 2 that much more, like, but I do like Hostel 2 more. I'm not a fan of Thanksgiving. I don't like Cabin Fever. I don't care for Eli Roth. I probably am not gonna watch The Ice Cream Man, and if I do, I'll probably wait, just how I waited for Thanksgiving. I'm not gonna be rushing out to go see that, to be completely honest with you. It looks fun. It looks like Eli Roth, So like, I guess he does his job. His little signature is on it. Like, you can tell. When it comes to Eli Roth, because he's part of the Splat Pack. For those who are unfamiliar with the Splat Pack, that's like Rob Zombie, James Wan, Eli Roth, and Alexandra Aja. So that's the Splat Pack. So he's part of that, which was something that was just kind of coined around this era, where Alexandra Aja obviously came on the map with High Tension, but he came more for an American audience when he did the remake for Hills Have Eyes. As that kind of like, moved past that, he was a part of that, right? Like him and James Wan kind of like I officiated what this all kind of looks like in terms of what we're used to, which, if we remember, Saw's not even that bad. Maybe that's why some people didn't choose it. Saw's, because Saw is another movie that, in my opinion, also doesn't really hold up that well, but it's still better than Hostel. But my favorite Saw movie is Saw X. So I think Saw X is.
That was a great return to the franchise. I think that was a phenomenal segment. Sure, I'm curious how they continue, but yeah, we're not talking about the Saw franchise.
Yeah, we're not talking about Saw movies. We're talking about Hostel.
Wish I was.
Yeah. It's okay. Eventually.
Did it for you, but we did it for you.
Doing it for y'all. That's all right. We're doing it for y'all.
A little boop for you.
But a boop for you and a boop for you. But with Hostel, overall, I do find some aspects of this movie to work fairly well. I know you mentioned that like you're not a fan of the torture scenes. I actually am a fan of the torture scenes because of the fact that like something else is happening in this movie besides these guys going on like, I don't know, a sex adventure. Like, it's just that all of that was not interesting to me at all. Like, I was just like, oh my God. And they were so insufferable that.
Oh, yeah. These are not likable characters at all. And you're
No,
supposed to be rooting
you don't
for
like
them,
these
hoping
people.
They survive. And I'm just like.
Absolutely not.
It's like, I don't like seeing you tortured. Fair. But at the same time, I don't care enough for you to survive as well. It's like.
No.
There's no enjoyment out of it.
And as a special effects and filmmaking aspect, like it's great. He does a great job at what he's doing. So really, really good work there. But
sense of realism and grittiness. It does look realistic gore. So
it looks dirty.
You
know, it looks like if the torture doesn't kill you, you definitely were going to get like some type of infection in there.
For sure.
Like, you know, it does not look very sanitized. I will admit that. They just cleaned it with water. So... Which that would be actually hilarious if we saw someone coming in with like alcohol wipes and they're like sterilizing it with bleach, and it's just that would be hilarious. But we don't necessarily get all that. But I think the best thing for us to do is to jump into this movie.
Let's do it.
So we can kind of talk about it a little bit deeper, because it is an interesting one to talk about, but it is one that is it's a movie.
It's a movie.
It's a movie. Hostel, directed by Eli Roth, released January 6, 2006. How unfortunate for that date, huh? January 6. Runtime of 1 hour and 34 minutes and a budget of $4.8 million and a box office of $82 million with a rating of 60% on the Rotten Tomatoes. Nice. We open to someone cheerfully whistling and cleaning loosely a dingy, damp room full of blood. A metal door slams shut, leaving a rusty chair in the darkness. Cut to three friends, Paxton, Josh, and Oli. I think they didn't call him Ollie. I think it was
Oli.
Was it Ollie? They didn't pronounce it Ollie. I think it was Oli. Uli. It was pronounced Uli. That's what it was. Uli. Yeah, Ule. Yeah, because he's Icelandic, not Icelandic, because that's not real. Excitedly leaving their hostel in Amsterdam to go to a weed cafe. Josh wants to go to a museum instead of smoking, but his choice loses, I guess, because they end up inside of the.
They're like, well, we'll go to a weed museum, or I forget what they say, but yeah, they go.
Yeah, he was like a hemp museum, is what he said. He was like, yeah, that's a great idea. We'll go to a hemp museum, and then they go to this cafe.
Just go to a weed cafe. Yeah.
I remember in high school, like this was like such a big deal. Like this was,
everything was kind of legalized here. It's just like we can go to Amsterdam and it's legal.
Yeah, we can go to Amsterdam. Like everyone did this. Like what we had. What's the burger one? It's the comedy with the two guys. They go to White Castle.
Oh, Harold and Kumar.
Their name. Harold and Kumar. Yeah. They make fun of it. They kind of do this thing where they go to Amsterdam or whatever.
They do. In the second one.
So like, so
probably the funnier one, in my opinion. Yeah. They go to Guantanamo Bay. That was so funny. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think I for sure saw White Castle, but I don't know if I saw Guantanamo Bay. No, because they go to Amsterdam and the Guantanamo Bay one, right?
Bay. Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. I have seen it. I just don't remember.
After White Castle, she's like, "Oh, I'm on my way to Amsterdam," and they follow her in the second movie.
Oh, that's right. They follow her
to try to find her.
That's right.
To find Maria.
Yeah. But
did a whole Christmas special, which was weird, in 3D as well.
That is weird. I didn't know they did that. Yeah, I mean, that was like a big deal when I feel like we were in high school. It was like, let's go to Amsterdam and we can smoke weed it's legal. I was going to say for free, but it's legal to smoke weed over there. Let's go to Amsterdam. So I remember that being like a very big deal. Now that we all have like weed shops everywhere, it's just like no one even cares anymore.
Why is Amsterdam so special now? Just kidding.
Exactly.
It's like, it's a beautiful country by itself.
Just a time capsule now.
Yeah.
Just a time capsule. They end up in a cafe smoking while Uli brings over some random chick who's high as fuck.
Right, and she's literally out of it. She's
lit
out. Yeah,
brother.
Zombified.
Like, and he's straight up just like, oh yeah, this is easy pickings. So these are the type of people we're dealing with.
Yeah, exactly.
These are the type of people we're dealing with. So there we go. The other two aren't feeling it, and instead rip from a bong, or at least I think it's a bong. I don't know.
It was like a hookah with weed.
It was like a hookah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would look more like a hookah.
What the kids would call a Christmas tree. Why do I know that? I don't know, but
Why do they call it a Christmas tree?
I don't
know that,
to be honest.
Okay, all right. Well, kids,
Let us
out
know.
there,
But don't
let
do
us know. Why do
do
you
it,
call a
because, like, well, I
hookah a Christmas tree?
Yeah.
Never heard that before. The other two aren't feeling it and instead rip from a Christmas tree that the server brings over.
Christmas movie. There you go. It's a holiday film.
We go to them inside a club
lit.
where Paxton introduces Josh to a couple of women. Fun fact here, I guess, if you want to find it fun, Eli Roth is in this scene.
Yeah, he's in the diner getting high with some random guy.
Yeah, he's ripping a bong with someone else who also looks like him, so it might be his brother.
Oh, maybe.
I don't even know if Eli Roth has a brother.
Or some weird shit happens. He drops
oh, dude, you spilled the bong water everywhere.
Yeah.
I think it is his brother because they look just like each other. His name's Gabriel Roth. I'm pretty sure it was him.
Nice.
Can't confirm that, but they look alike.
They
look alike. I don't know. Cut to them inside of a club where Paxton introduces Josh to a couple of women who are immediately turned off when he reaches inside his fanny pack. I don't know what they were trying to make me feel here. I think they were just trying to be funny. Like I think that was literally like look at this loser with a fanny pack. And it's just. I think that was all they were really trying to do here because it's just... I
feel like that was a big thing in the early 2000s too. It's like if you travel, you need a fanny pack to keep your passport safe and all your money and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was a huge deal. Like for pickpocketers and shit. Like that was like one of the main reasons
why
people would bring fanny packs.
They always make fun of the nerd that does do it. It was like, what do you mean? He's the one being responsible. Because I remember that being a big joke in Eurotrip as well. Yeah. Like the brother used to have the fanny pack.
Oh yeah, when he had his fanny pack.
Oh my God, what are you doing? It's like...
It's just... Okay, all right.
Just leave him alone.
It was obviously a trend in the 2000s to make fun of people in fanny packs. Now I feel like fanny packs are completely normalized. Like people wear them as cross bags and all this other stuff now.
You'll see that every single music festival.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's the easiest way for you, especially if you're going to wear something that is like spandex or something like that, where you're not going to have pockets.
Just carry your stuff around or
super easy. Yeah, so simple. It's just it's
hashtag bring fanny packs back. That's too long of a hashtag.
They're probably already back. Meanwhile, Uli is fucking in the bathroom at this club. Paxton another set of women and Josh prepare to go over to them, but he bumps into another woman trying to apologize, but some dude starts pushing him, so he pushes him back. They get kicked out of the club as everyone cheers, disrespecting his American rights. What do you do? I'm an American. I have rights.
Use the American card.
They use a lot
of terrible language in this segment as well.
100%. Oh my God. Yeah, a lot of F slurs in here, a lot of R slurs in here. Yep.
Just a bunch of entitled assholes.
Absolutely. Once again,
not
kind of nice that there was no black people in this. This whole aspect, this whole concept of these friends and them and I guess we should preface, Uli is not American. He's Icelandic. He joins them in France. Yeah. Like he's if you remember when we covered the movie Spring, he's like that guy who goes and hitches rides with other people when he meets them on his travels. So there's that. But them using the we're an American card, just like as Ariel mentioned in her book, it was something that was very bastardized at that time, which I'm sure a lot of our listeners remember, where America was not in a great spot back in those days. It's just extremely racist toward Middle Eastern people, and we had a big head mentality of America number one, we're the best, and all this other bullshit. It was very toxic, and I feel like when people thought of America, they thought of these guys.
Oh, for sure. This is the main trope of Americans, stupid Americans. It's and it's true.
Exactly.
It's we are.
They're loud, they're annoying, they're disrespectful, it's all of this stuff. And you know what? You're not wrong. Paxton taunts those in line while insulting the club. These idiots end up in the red light district, selecting women dancing in front of windows, and Josh isn't feeling it, not wanting to pay for sex, but Uli offers to pay for him. Inside the sex club, Paxton and Uli are getting it in, while Josh timidly walks around the hallway of the Silhouette Sex Club. So you could see, this is the first 10-15 minutes of this movie. This is
just doing a bunch of drugs, lusting around, going to clubs, getting kicked out, being obnoxious, just being the worst. group of people ever. And then you're supposed to connect with them and like them and then have empathy for them later.
I mean, hopefully we're not supposed to connect with them and like them. Like, I don't know per se, like if Eli Roth's goal was to do that, because he knows how to write likable characters, because in Hostel Part 2, he has extremely likable characters where you are actually very like on the edge of your seat when they do get caught and put into that situation.
Sure.
And you do have such a good, like, slight spoilers. It's in the perspective of women instead of men this time around, but you have a very good, like, good for her type of ending for that movie. But that's Hostel Part 2. Benefit of the doubt says, or like positive intent says, because I haven't listened to any of these interviews, so I don't fucking know. Maybe he was trying to write insufferable characters.
Sure.
Because he wrote very likable characters in his next film. So
give him
benefit of the doubt says that. We'll give him that, I guess.
We'll give him that.
Calling out that he needs to pay if he wants to watch. Uli and Paxton are all finished and wanting him to go inside for the next round. They leave Josh by going inside the BDS room. He goes inside the room with a sex worker waiting for him in the chair. She washes her hands while staying gentle and seductive. And too nervous, Josh dips before she can even turn back around. So, yeah, at least she washes her hands, I guess. Lying to his friends as they make it back to the hostel. That's all I got from that whole scene. At least she washes her hands, I guess. They're locked out, banging and shouting to be let back inside. Someone shouts down in German, and Paxton responds in German for them to be let inside. Another couple throws a glass at them, telling these fucking Americans to shut up. Uli starts singing in German, forcing it to rain beer bottles. Alex, a resident, calls for them to come up the fire escape. Uli immediately sits next to the couple to watch them have sex.
That was such a weird scene, which I would say this.
So weird.
There was a little bit, like I said, there's little highlights sprinkled in here. I actually really enjoyed him kind of like singing a song and kind of disrupting the neighborhood, and everyone's throwing beer bottles at him. It's like, cool, that's really funny. That shows like, oh, everyone around him hates him and just they're annoying. It really drives the fact that these guys don't care about anyone else but themselves.
These guys suck.
And then it goes straight to like him being in awe, lurking over these two people having sex. This is just a weird scene to have in general. I'm just like, I don't understand why some of the things are in this movie where I'm just like, did you just want to have the scene just to pretend to be funny? Because it's not funny. But
100% this movie is made by a man. So like, that's exactly why. That's exactly why he wanted it. He was just like,
somewhere that doesn't have a good sense of humor too, or at least not my sense of humor, because I did not find any of this,
there was nothing funny about that at all.
Yeah.
Like, there was nothing funny about that. Not even a little bit. You know, this reminds me of like, I don't know if you've like been following these guys, like they've been in the news, but it was this guy, I don't know, I can't remember his name, but he went to Korea and he would live stream himself in Korea doing the most obscene things, disrespecting their culture and everything. It was terrible. And eventually, like, he would always use the same things that these guys would do. Like, I'm American, I got all these rights and blah, 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 blah. Like, he would say shit like that all the time. And finally, they put his ass in fucking Korean jail. So, like, now he's in jail. And good. Because, like, it just, oh, my God.
Actions have consequences.
It's so frustrating. Like, when people, more specifically Americans, when Americans travel abroad, there's some people who do the most obscene shit. Like I'm sure you remember the lady who started climbing the fucking Aztec temple.
The pyramid? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then the other person, and Mr. Beast even, who's done like all these things, going to all these different countries and doing things that where these like city officials and the government is just like, please don't do that. Like, please do not do that. And yet he does it anyway because he's fucking rich. And then you have like the lady who was taking pictures of the geisha in Japan, in like Osaka, and how that whole aspect of them doing this kind of translated to just being absolutely disrespectful to all these different cultures. And for fucking what? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Exactly.
Like, just be respectful to the culture.
It's not hard to be a good person, which blows my mind.
No.
That there are people who do outrageous stuff that disrespects a lot of culture and tradition especially visiting someone else's culture and traditions abroad, which is, it's not your home.
No, and even if it was your home, what are you doing? Like,
Exactly.
Like, be respectful to your
Just don't.
neighbors. Like, what? Like, come on, just don't do things like that. It's just, it's so it's fucking frustrating. Anyway, let's get back to these idiots. Alex sprinkles some weed in his pipe before there's a round of introductions. Paxton shares where they've all been and how they met Uli in France. They're making their way to Spain so they can try to hook up with more women. What? Okay. Alex claims that he knows where they can find women, showing them pictures that he took during an orgy. So that's the moral. That literally, that is the plot, guys. That's how they get caught. That's it. Like this is how they get caught. Literally, because they were just really horny and they wanted to fucking fuck, and that's
was
how
literally
they got caught.
it.
That's
like,
literally
wow,
that's
I can
literally
get
the
women
plot
like
of this
that.
movie.
You're telling me I just have to be American, and then these women are gonna love me? I'm in. Let's hop on this train.
Son of a bitch,
ridiculous.
I'm
in. Rick Sanchez, you son of a bitch!
Sanchez, you son of a bitch.
Hey, Trucula! You son of a bitch! I'm in! Thanks for doing this, guys.
What's the job?
That was it. Bye.
May, can you put that in there? Son of a bitch, I'm in. But it's just like, that's the fucking plot, and it's so stupid.
And it's the same thing that they want to do in Spain anyways, and I'm just like...
Yeah, like what?
What the fuck?
Like, you were literally going to Spain to do that exact thing.
But this guy's like, I guarantee you it will work out for you if you go here instead. Where I'm just like, I don't know. Like
literally,
I would never put myself in this position where I'm just like, nah, you're a fucking random dude, bro.
And literally an hour ago, they were just having sex inside of the red light district.
Right.
Like an hour ago. Like, so, like, what do you mean? You're already ready to do that? Like... I fucking guess. They're not interested. They're now interested. Excuse me. Plot of the movie. As he mentions that they need to go east toward Ukraine, claiming that he met them in a hostel in Slovakia. Josh flips through his travel book, but Alex explains that they won't find the hostel inside it. How the fuck are we supposed to get here then? Knowing that there will not be any Americans there and that the men are gone due to the war. He talks a big game on how easy this supposedly is, and they're on the next train out of there. Cool.
By the way, there's hella men in that town.
Oh, there's a ton. There's a lot.
Which is so funny. It's like,
yeah, there's no men here. They're all in the war. That's also another good thing to point out, because a lot of these movies that did come out around this time, like the torture porn movies and all that stuff, they were very much reflective during the war that was happening with like Iraq and so on. And these types of movies just painted such a light of where, I guess, how some people viewed themselves as Americans and like feeling like they were the victims in all of this. And granted, what happened during obviously 9/11, that was a big deal. But with this whole aspect here, these movies very much play in a way that almost feels very victimhoody and like whiny, I guess, which is kind of funny to say about like torture porn movies. But like all these movies feel very whiny to me. They feel like,
why me?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what it feels like.
This.
Like, why me? Like, what did I do?
Go home. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just it feels very much like that, and
it's the opposite of pick me. It's like I don't want to.
Yes, it's just like woe is
why
me?
Why am I the first pick? I want to be last pick. Like, what the fuck do you want?
I don't want to be picked at all. But it just makes it feel very, like flipped. Right, like these movies just feel extremely whiny to me.
Like, I deserve the world, but if it's something bad, I don't deserve it at all.
Exactly.
That's not how life works.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry,
that's not how life
bud.
works. Sorry, Buster.
He's like, Bud, like, where? I want to smoke. What? That's not what I meant. Shut up.
Amsterdam Cafe. But if you paint this in a way that, because like obviously America wasn't the only one that was doing this like these extreme movies at this time.
Oh,
like
for
we
sure,
had
yeah.
Serbia making their films, which the most popular one that they made was a Serbian film, obviously. But
Never gonna
we
watch
also
it.
have
Unless you guys
France.
vote for it. I'm looking
Oh,
at
dude,
you.
that movie will
I'm looking at you,
never
Ghoulish
be on
Knights.
our list. Don't even
Watching
worry
you.
about it.
Good.
But the aspect of like France, they're going through their major extreme
French extremity.
phase.
Oh yeah.
So like and they were at the same time, but what France was doing was very different from what America was doing, right? When it came to their films. With France, they were doing this in protest versus us. We were whining. like so, there you go. While on the train, after Paxton and Uli are done fucking with Josh while he's asleep, which, get your butt cheeks out my face. What the fuck you doing? A Dutch businessman apologizes for his phone call with his daughter as he sits next to them. He shows them a picture of his daughter, and Uli shares a picture of his daughter. And everyone's like shocked, like, well, you have a kid, blah, blah, blah. We didn't know that.
He's like, I was married for X amount of years. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And why are you doing these things? They share where they're headed, and he shares the same claim as Alex, adding that you can do anything you want there. What?
Literally emphasizing you can do
He's like, you
anything
do
here.
anything. Obviously, this guy was already picking and choosing. He was going in to check out like the meat, the
Right.
cattle, if you
Never
will.
mind. I was about to say that. Yeah.
To me, this is the best part in the movie. I think this is such a clever way of a wolf stalking its prey.
For sure.
And it's very much wolf in sheep's clothing kind of style. And I think this is probably the smartest thing in the movie, in my opinion.
I agree.
So,
I do agree with that.
a very simple thing, but I do think that this is the
Effective.
smartest thing in the movie because he knew he was making them uncomfortable. Like he knew that. I think it was
It's
pleasant.
all game to him.
To,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
It's part of the
exactly. It was
experience for him.
very pleasant to see him.
He was a very smart character and a very sadistic character at the same time. He was probably the most scary person in the movie, in my opinion. Especially what we see later on, and he kind of like really fucks with the person. But yeah, no, this is a very intense scene, and it definitely it's nice that it's like sprinkled in a little bit early to what's to come. Especially how he like really emphasizes like, oh, you could do anything there. It's like I really enjoy coming here. Yeah, they set him up pretty well. I'll give him that.
They do.
I'll
They
give
do.
him that.
And I like the also the aspect of us getting the notion that like, oh, he's done this before. Like he's already done this a couple of times. So he's a veteran. Like he's done this before. So man, but he was picking and choosing. And boy, did he pick and choose. After an awkward compliment on Josh's appearance, he pulls out a salad to eat with his hands, which he just started eating the meat on top of the salad.
Just like the turkey
And
on top or whatever. And then
and it was like
lettuce.
sliced
So
turkey.
random.
It was so odd. So odd. And
Which,
it looked like when you
builds
see
the
this,
character out.
it does. But this is so funny to me in this moment because when you see this, it doesn't look like it's that much turkey on top. The way he was eating this made it seem like it was endless turkey. It made it seem like it was only turkey. He ate so much of it. And I'm just like, what the fuck? There was not that much turkey sprinkled on top of this thing. How
It was
odd.
the actor himself was like, I'm hungry, bro. You guys haven't fed us all day. He's just like, can you refill this salad real quick? Well, in between shots.
How many reshoots do you think this guy had to do?
He's like, keep the turkey coming. I messed up my line.
On
Keep
purpose,
all
just so he
of
can keep
the-
eating. He's like,
all
they
the
don't
shots of me
feed us
eating it."
here. This is the only way I eat. Like it's just. But
Which I was like, hey guys, I quit smoking. Call it cold turkey, huh? It's like, oh god, this guy, get him off the stage, get him out of here. It's freaking me out. Sure, he's a great guy in real life. Who knows?
It's funny because it's kind of a well-known thing that a lot of actors hate eating on like during scenes because if you mess up, you have to keep eating. So a lot of actors hate it. But this dude looked like he loved it. He loved it. He was loving every second of this. It was like he damn near opened up a packet of just lunch meat
Which makes
and just went
his
to town.
lines so believable too. It's like, I like touching my food. It gives me connection to whatever he was saying. So it gives me connection to the food. And he's like, well, I'm a vegetarian. It's like, well, I'm a meat eater. So he like sounded proud too. Like, dude, you're freaking me out, and I'm watching the movie.
Yeah.
Just imagine just being in that situation and just like a train car. It's like, this guy, sure, yeah, okay.
It's
I would have said the same thing too. It's like, do you want a fork? He's like, nah, I don't need no fork.
I don't think I would have said anything. I think I would just let him do his thing.
No, it
ain't none of my business.
I'd be like, I can find you a fork. I can find wherever the fucking cart is that has the food. Like, I got you.
He's already done by the time you come
back. Uncomfortable watching it, where I'm just like, I got you. I'll go find a fork for you. But
I think I would just, if I was that uncomfortable, I think I would just be like, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Like, you know, just like just walk out of the situation for a little bit.
Yeah, fair enough.
While eating the meat on the top of the salad, Paxton becomes offended since he's a vegetarian. Disregard the businessman's concept of eating meat as a human nature. He touches Josh's leg. Interested in what his nature is. Why would you ask it like that, my friend?
What's
Like,
your nature, boy?
What's your nature? What do you mean? What does that even mean? Like what?
Right.
What are you even asking me right now? Josh shouts for him not to touch him, forcing the man to leave for another car. They make it to their destination confused by the rough appearance. A taxi drops them off in town, and their mood transitions to them being excited as they head toward the hostel. Amazed by the architecture and the women as they walk through the lobby, they check in, flirting with the clerk. She takes their passports and declines Paxton's private room request, explaining that they'll have roommates. They learn that the rooms are co-ed as they enter to see two women changing, which then they invite them to the spa. And of course, they're going to be like, well, yeah, we're going to go to the spa with you, I guess.
Right. They're already mesmerized. They're like, yeah, let's go to the spa.
Exactly. They're already ready. Doesn't take much convincing because they end up at a nudist spa shortly afterward, meeting up with Svetlana and Natalia in the sauna. And it's awkward for a little bit until Uli is like, I shaved my balls.
Balls, yeah. He's so proud of them. He says it like several times in the movie too. He's like, want to see. He really wanted to show his balls to everyone. He was so proud. He's like, Manscaped.com, use 25% off with the code word.
Exactly. Yeah.
He was like trying to sell it. It's like sponsor.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what it felt like.
Lawnmower 2.0 with LED lights, waterproof. Like, bro.
Have you ever wanted to be smooth as eggs? Like, sticking them in Josh's face as the women laugh. They all introduce themselves and share where they're from. Uli starts singing to Natalia in Russian until she joins in. Cut to them dancing in a club, willingly accepting drugs straight into their mouth from the women. Why?
Sketch.
Did you do this? Knowing Josh is hesitant, Natalia's tactic is to place the pill in her mouth and exchange it with a kiss. It works. He takes it. What the fuck? It's just like
drugs from strangers.
I'm all down for like people getting loose, letting their hair down, but just be smart doing it. That's all. Just don't be like pay attention to your surroundings. Can't trust everybody. You literally met these people. What? A few hours ago? 3, 2, 4 hours ago? However long ago? It's the same day.
A couple hours in the sauna, and that's it.
And then you just feel like you can trust this person enough to give you random pills.
That's true too. They don't know what it is. Yeah.
Like, you don't know what this is. Like, what are you talking about? Your assumption is that it's probably ecstasy, but
right.
The first person to take it was Uli, though. He was so stoked. He was like, yeah, like he was so stoked. He was like the little so kids excited. With candy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which the candy stuff is so funny in this movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, they notice Uli dancing with Vala, who is the front desk clerk. Svetlana takes Paxton on the dance floor, and while Natalia sparks up, making Josh uncomfortable. She's willing to put it away, but he leaves to get some fresh air instead. He has asthma, so like he doesn't like cigarettes. Right, there you go. Terrible place to be. You're in fucking Europe. Right. Everyone smokes cigarettes in Europe, dude. Yeah. Like it's like damn, like the fucking 6-year-olds smoke cigarettes. Like, come on. It's just
literally.
Right, which we're about to talk about right now. While outside, he takes a puff from his inhaler while being approached by the bubblegum gang, asking for a cigarette and $1. That's literally their name. They're called the bubblegum gang.
Who called them that? Eli?
Eli Roth.
That's a weird thing. Sure.
The kid is his name in the credits is Bubblegum Gang Leader.
All right, we'll take it.
That's it. The Bubblegum Gang. BGG. What do
You know me.
honestly though,
and fools. What?
I'm not gonna lie. I would have taken an entire movie with just these kids.
Oh, for sure.
I would have. They were so more intriguing to me than what was happening to these guys. Like I want to know their story.
Environment, seeing violence happen in front of them, that they're just like, this is normalized. Okay.
Right? Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
It just I just want to know these kids' story. Like I just want to know these kids' story. Now there is this particular story that kind of reminds me of this. I'm blanking on the name. I'm trying to look it up really quick. The Unworthy by Agustina Baztarica. She is Argentinian, and she made Tender is the Flesh, but she also made The Unworthy. And The Unworthy has like, I guess, scenes like this. They had their own little gang, and I think their gang was called like the Spider Gang or something like that, or like the Spiders or something. It was something like that. It's so good, man. Something Spiders or whatever. But anyway,
The Little Bites.
The Little Bites, exactly. But anyway, they had these, they were kids, and while they were kids, they were initially trying to escape the adults because it was like a war that was going on, and like all the adults were killing each other. But the thing is, like, if they were to find children, they would do just like the absolute most heinous things to them.
Jeez.
And in this story, luckily it's just a passage. She's telling the story of like her childhood to another person, of how she ended up in kind of like this nunnery, and that's where worse shit happens to them there. It's like martyrs, pretty much.
God.
Yeah, it's a brutal,
It's a very happy
brutal
story.
book.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
Yeah, it is a very happy story. But it's brutal, just like Tender is the Flesh. Like Tender is the Flesh is another one that's just like super duper brutal. Did you read it?
Oh yeah. I think
you read Tender is the Flesh?
Me, so I bought it. Yeah.
I probably did recommend it to you. I don't know. But Tender is the Flesh was awesome. I would love to see a movie of that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! If those are unfamiliar with Tender is the Flesh, really quick, Tender is the Flesh.
Great book to read at a buffet.
Probably not, but it's about this guy or it's another war-stricken town. But the whole concept is all of the meat in the world has gone bad. Every animal that's born has a disease or whatever, so they can't eat them. So except for humans. So they literally start raising humans as cattle. But there's this one guy who's like, I guess, rebellious towards it all. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. But
real page turner.
That it is. And it's a short book too. So like that's like you can like knock that out in like a day for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Like, it's just it's a short book, but it is a brutal one. Oh my God. This group of kids is ready to fuck shit up when he doesn't give them what they want, but he's saved by the businessman tossing them a few coins, and I guess he's cool now. Letting Josh know that the kids commit the most crimes there, feeling bad about the situation on the train, Josh offers to buy him a drink. While sharing a drink with the man, his friends call out and tease him with homophobic slurs, a lot of them. The businessman allows him to go back with his friends, but Josh wants to apologize for earlier touching the man's leg this time. Do you think Josh
was... I don't know why he did that.
Do you think Josh was gay?
Okay, so I can see that because I feel like I had the same thought, especially during this scene where maybe the train freaked him so much out of like how he really feels. Maybe
I feel like most men who have very loud like expressions or moments like that when someone does something
defensive,
that is
like super defensive.
Yeah, they're like offended.
Yeah.
Like I feel like those are the types of guys who are just like, oh yeah, dude, you totally dream about like sucking dick, which is not wrong with it. Do what you want to do,
yeah,
but it's just like I feel like most guys like that are definitely more closeted.
Well, especially if you're surrounded by that type of friend group too, which is constantly saying like F slurs. And then you're just like, well, I have to be part of the group, right? I have to be part of whatever's normal. Fuck that.
I mean, it also makes sense to him not wanting to participate in like
exactly
the sex stuff and all that
Even
stuff.
His sex scene later is kind of like fucking
very
awkward.
awkward.
It's very
Yeah,
weird.
it's
Like,
very awkward.
He's there, but not there.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like trying to
So,
be present. Yeah, no, I can see it.
I wonder if there's some like insinuations or is it insinuated that he is supposed to be closeted? But I don't know. He admits that he would have done the same thing at Josh's age. At the best thing for him was to start a family. Cool. Offering some advice for him to do what is best for him, Josh notices the bloodhound tattoo on his arm. Natalia interrupts, taking Josh away. Cut to everyone making out and preparing to have sex. Uli sexually assaults Josh by dry humping him before Vala takes him to the spa, leaving the Americans to have sex. Okay. The women look over at one another as they continue. In the morning, Paxton and Josh wake up smiling about their accomplished mission. Mission accomplished. It was like, dude, you literally had sex yesterday at a brothel. What are you talking about?
But not at the same time as
Not at the same time as his boy. Like
the real bonding experience, which is weird as hell.
Oh my god. Stoked to hear Svetlana and Natalia showering and chattering. They're like laughing and giggling.
Yeah,
they're speaking
they're snickering too. They're like, oh
language.
my god, they're showering together. Woo.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I never want to leave here. Uli's bed is still empty, but they're confident that they'll see him at breakfast. However, he's not downstairs in the dining hall. And this is where it all shifts at this point.
Right, it takes
the
a
whole
turn.
movie completely changes at this point. It's I wouldn't say they're respectful, but like there definitely is a tonal shift in terms of panic.
Seriousness. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Like
you know
things turn
shit is
serious.
wrong when your friend doesn't go to the continental breakfast that's available at your hotel. You know something went wrong that night. I think everyone's experienced this before, where they wake up, they're like, yo, where is Josh? He didn't get to the continental breakfast. He must be fucking dead.
You didn't get the waffles.
It's like there's fucking free cereal, fucking coffee, and orange juice. He's not here.
Continental, baby.
It's a problem. It's like the eggs have been on there for hours and it's still good and it's free and he's not here. There's a problem.
I mean, you know what? Facts, dude. Because if you don't see me in a continental breakfast, yes, call the cops.
I'm always at the continental breakfast. How dare you?
100%. When we went to Midsummer Scream a couple years ago, what did we do? We went to the continental breakfast before we went there.
Okay,
we did.
yeah, we did.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. And I remember, like, the food wasn't great. It was not good at all.
Hey, if you pay
But
for a hotel and they have free breakfast,
have
I feel
to
like I
get it.
paid for it. So I'm
yes,
gonna get
it's an
I'm gonna
obligation.
get my
Like,
money's worth.
100%.
You give
like,
me a pool key.
stack your
I don't
plate
even
with
want
some
to
of
go
those-
to the pool. But I'll use the pool
No.
key to get inside the pool area because I can. It's part of the package. I paid
Part
for
of the
it.
package. That shit. So there you go.
There you go.
Worried, they asked the male desk clerk if they've seen him. Now, here's the thing, though. Wait, real quick before we get started. Do you think that you need to go to the continental breakfast every single day?
It depends.
It depends. Okay. I like that. I like that answer.
Okay.
I like that
I would
answer.
say yes, unless we pick a place that we know we're gonna get breakfast at to like a cool restaurant or something like that. I feel like that's the only. But yeah, it's like if
That's like
there's
the
no
only
plans,
acceptable time.
that's free
Yeah.
breakfast.
Continental breakfast.
I will be
There
there.
you go. There you go. Motel 6, we'll leave the light on for you. Worried that they asked the male desk clerk if they seen him, and the clerk claims that Uli checked out this morning. Paxton leaves him a voice message, and Josh leaves a note. Saying goodbye to Svetlana, who believes that Uli could still be with Vala, is willing to call her when they get back. Josh calls Uli again, but he goes straight to voicemail. Kana, one of the women flirting at the hostel, runs over to them to show them a picture of her friend Yuki with Uli. Paxton doesn't think that this makes sense. I'm not going to say why he thinks that. Wanting her to send the picture to his phone. Just know it's stupid and racist. That's literally it. Like you can hopefully put the pieces
Still
together
horrible
from that.
human beings.
It's just, it was so fucking unnecessary, but okay. While they're walking around the town, Paxton shares a story about him witnessing and trying to help a girl from drowning when he was 8.
This was a weird story.
So fucking out of place, dude.
I don't know if it like served any impact to the story itself. If we were supposed
I feel
to
like it was
connect
trying
with
to
this character
humanize
more.
him. Yeah, it was just trying to
Whereas,
humanize
like,
Paxton.
hey, sometimes when I sense danger, I was not able to put action into it. So now that I see my friends in danger, I'm gonna do something about it. And this is like his
But he
character
didn't even
arc. And
do
his
that
switch.
much.
I mean, I will say this. He does go back and say, well, we're jumping ahead, but he does go back to the place and does a thing where I'm just like, cool, that's the one thing you couldn't do before. You were too scared to, but now you are
a little bit of
brave
character
enough
development
to
there.
go. Yeah, exactly. But it's such a weird position of exposition. It's just like, let me tell you this random story. It will have a purpose later on, I promise, for my character. But at the same time, it's just like, cool. Why did you even bring this story up in the first place? Just because you're looking for your friend that is like missing, but also show.
It's like, oh, this reminds me of this time I watched this kid die. Like,
yeah, it's like us looking for Ollie, the guy that we barely know, we just met on this trip that just randomly went with another girl that has a photo with that person. I'm freaking out because he's not here, which reminds me when I was younger.
What are you talking about?
He just drops his plate of eggs. He's like, this reminds me when something bad happened. But it's like just every little small inconvenience. It's like, this reminds me of. And it tells a
This reminds me of the time my dog died. Like, it's just something hella random. Like, what the fuck?
When
You
my
just dropped
hamster
your
ran
eggs,
away,
dude.
but
Go
I knew
get
he
some
didn't
more.
run away. My parents buried him.
Exactly. It's like Malcolm in the Middle when Dewey lets the little hamster out on the wheel and he just pops up in different episodes. But they're interrupted by the bubblegum gang demanding some gum. Gum! Gum!
So loud.
Josh tells Paxton to give it to him, and while also giving them some money so they'll leave them alone. And he's was like, "What the fuck? What are you doing?" And I was like, "You know what? It's the only time I can agree with Paxton right there, because
You're gonna lose that fight for sure. Fuck, those kids are scary.
Oh, dude, yeah, they would definitely. Have you seen that video of that guy who like ran over that high school kid during a protest?
What?
You didn't see this? Yeah, dude. It happened like a few months ago, but he ran over this high school kid, and luckily she didn't die.
Good. Yeah.
But all of her like classmates whooped that guy's ass. They dragged him out of his car and just fucked his shit up. I was like, damn. So yeah, don't fuck with kids. They believe that they spot Ollie walking down the street. They call out to him, but the man picks up the pace inside of a torture museum. Unnecessary foreshadowing, but there we go. After they get their tickets, they walk around the museum. Well, I guess, you know what? Once again, let me positive intent it. We technically don't see any torture happening yet. So I guess this is a proper foreshadowing, because we're only saying that because we know what Hostel is.
Yeah.
So
going into it,
I guess it's a proper so
which I don't know if the trailer showed any aspects of torture. I don't remember, but I would have to
probably
say too,
did, because I feel like it's a major selling point for people to go see this movie.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, this is so dark. We have to go watch it.
Real quick here, it reminds me, I forgot to share Allison's thoughts. Yeah, because
So preface: Allison was supposed to be on this episode, and she had a lot to say about this episode as well. So
she did. So
good
she
stuff.
says here, my thoughts are, and this is verbatim. Quote, my thoughts are mostly this is some dumb white boy shit. Who wouldn't follow a gorgeous European woman? And it says, it's me. I'm the dumb white boy. And she says, and talk about this industry versus the snuff film industry. I know snuff films are a myth, but I wonder if this is more sustainable IRL because there's no audience. She's also mentioned that she's curious about the logistics. Let's talk about that really quick, actually. Before we do that, let me just actually finish this up really quick, because I think that is actually a very interesting conversation that we can have about that as well. I'm glad I remembered that. Stop at the man who's wearing Oli's jacket, grabbing and demanding that the man tell him where he got it from. He swipes their hand off of him, claiming that it's his jacket. While walking out, Paxton receives a text message from that Oli has gone home with a picture of his severed head. Cut to a man whistling as he walks toward Yuki strapped to a chair in another room. He bends down into her ear and he says, "Are you ready to hear a message from our sponsors?" And we're back. He does not. He just like snips her toe.
he whispered that whole ad was so weird. Whatever that ad was.
He whispered it as it was the moisture in her ear. It was just being consumed by this man's breath. I hate when people whisper in my ear.
It's like,
as
you
can
do it
see.
back now. You'll get 25% off your first purchase.
You almost sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger right there for a second.
Get it now.
But just stop while you're ahead.
Yeah.
But just talk about this, like the aspect of this kind of this particular the industry, I guess the film industry itself, and then the snuff film industry. So I guess we could say like torture porn. So like how these two correlate. Snuff films do exist. They do exist. So they are out there. In the context that I believe that Allison is putting it is that like people are not like some are, but like there's not a lot of people out there that are filming themselves doing these things and then distributing them. But there are things that are out there, unfortunately, that are like gore mixtapes and all this other stuff.
Sure,
like
some
the
fucked up
closest thing
shit in the dark
you
web.
can
Yeah.
probably get to a snuff film, but it's not technically a snuff film, is August Underground. So like all of these films. So like, to answer that question, that industry is very niche. Very, very small. There's a very, very small group of people who do enjoy that stuff. At this time, in around 2005, we had gore sites. So like we had Rotten.com and all these different type of sites like Best Gore and all this whole other shit. And when we had these things here, like that was the type of things that, would be, I guess, available to us. So like, the 2000s was a very interesting time when it came to like human decency is probably the best way I can put it, because it was something that really truly kind of tested people's mental capacities when it came to how this stuff was viewed across the internet and across media. But when it came to like snuff films, I guess the closest thing that you can get to it would be kind of those like internet films, like like two guys, one screwdriver or whatever the hell it's called, where they literally film themselves kill this guy. Yeah, it's brutal. That stuff does exist. That stuff unfortunately is around. It is things that was kind of like a big thing at that time, but it was still for a very niche audience, and I still feel like that is still the case, that it is still a very niche audience of people who do seek that stuff out. If you do seek that stuff out, hey, more power to you, I guess. Just, make sure you're in therapy too with it. That's the only thing I can really suggest. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny there.
Definitely get help, yeah.
Like, it's, that we should not be seeing these things and be desensitized to stuff like that. In my opinion, it's just, that's not something we should be desensitized to. It's one of the reasons why I typically don't watch true crime stuff sometimes. I do every now and then, but like, that's one of the main reasons why I can't watch a lot of it, because it's just like, the real stuff is too much for me. So, yeah, but
even the movies that come close to replicating it, I can't do it. That's why I was terrified of the movie Faces of Death coming out this year. And they're like, oh, do you want to interview the writers and directors? I'm like, maybe. But I was surprisingly, I enjoyed the aspect of it because it didn't lean too heavily on the original. It's kind of like its own like mystery thriller type of movie. I was like, all right, cool. That kind of worked itself out. But yeah,
which those are also interesting too. That's called Mondo movies. Those Mondo movies also were like a big deal in like the 80s and the 90s. So that's a little different. But with those, that's where you get kind of like MX Pope and all that stuff, which was more of like the mixtapes of initially people dying or doing super fucked up shit. Yeah. But there's other ones out there. There's one in particular that I'm not going to name because I do not want anybody to look it up. I've never seen this, but it is supposedly one of the most horrible things that you can see. Like, it's so bad to the point, like, if you were to look it up, you could be placed on an FBI list. It's like that bad. So I'm not going to look it up. If you want to do your own research based off of the context clues that I just gave, that's on you. Do that at your own risk, but I am not going to mention that here because I don't want people looking that up. So there we go.
Fair.
Stopping the man who's wearing Oli's jacket. Actually, we already read all that. Back to the movie. Jump cutting to us after that very, very dark, somber talk on that. But this industry will definitely be way more profitable than the snuff industry. Let's just Nip that in the bud right there. Jump cutting us to Kana clipping her toenails as the Americans calling Uli, but it keeps going to his voicemail. Paxton asks Kana when she's leaving, and she's out of there tomorrow. She's like, fuck that, I'm done. They're willing to come with her. Svetlana and Natalia come up, wanting to drag them to the disco. Want to go to the disco, but Josh admits that he wants to just find Ollie or Uli and get out of there. Paxton stops them to let them know that they'll be right there, giving Josh a pep talk to convince him to go dancing, knowing that they don't really know Uli like that, offering him two options: either have sex with these women one last time and dip, or not and dip anyway. Wanting this to be what they think about while Paxton is studying for the bar and Josh is writing his thesis. So this is where we learn that they're also college students. They're getting their masters. Paxton is studying to be a lawyer, and Josh, I believe, was supposedly studying to be, I think, just a writer. I think he was just studying to be
Something
a writer.
like that. Yeah, but they're giving us a little bit more exposition on their background to care about them more, I guess. It's like cool. They're inspiring to do something with their future, but they're little fuckboys doing fuckboy shit. But yeah,
fuck that. While out, Natalia is handing Josh some drinks, and he notices Svetlana doing the same to Paxton while on the dance floor. He hallucinates that Uli is there, which also, she knocks him out of it, and he wants to go back to the hostel. He claims that he has a headache, declining her offer to come back with him. Josh looks extremely sickly as he walks, more so stumbles, back inside the hostel. Vala notices him, and she helps him into his bed. He murmurs, wanting to know where Uli is, but she shushes him. She stands by the door, awaiting another man's footsteps. Meanwhile, Paxton watches as both of the girls have a personal and supposedly hilarious conversation in their language. He interrupts to ask them where the bathroom is. As he heads back there, they eye a mysterious man as he watches from afar. This mysterious man is just pretty much their taxi driver. Like, he's like their chauffeur initially, where we see him later. But
which I believe they were trying to take him tonight as well.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. When he went to the bathroom, like, that was probably the best thing for him to do, was to get locked in the storage closet.
Yeah. You got lucky. For now. Yeah.
For now. This idiot fucking just walks right into it. Where it's just like, why would you assume your friend is here? Like, you go into this place, you're like, why would my friend be here? Like,
just looking at the place, you're just like, yeah, I'm good. I don't give a fuck about this art show.
Yeah, no,
but this is him. His character arc is like, I'm not going back. I'm not going alone. I gotta save someone this time. It's like, I gotta go through with it.
Sure, Paxton. He stumbles toward the back, getting locked inside the storage closet. He bangs and calls for someone to open the door, but it goes unanswered as he passes out on the floor. Josh wakes up with a sack over his head, breathing heavily as he notices the dingy room with medical instruments. Oh, I should also mention as well that, like, he knew, I guess, everything that they were saying. Or maybe he didn't. I don't know. But he speaks German. Yeah. And Svetlana was like, "Oh, you speak German?" And he was like, "It's like, yeah." Because, like, I guess she said thank you or something like that in German. Or no, he said you're welcome in German, or thank you in German, or some shit. I don't remember. But yeah, there you go. The businessman opens the door with a surgical mask and a special surgeon's uniform. Josh shouts, screams, and pleads to be freed and to know where he is as the businessman chooses the perfect weapon. He grabs a drill, drilling it into his body. Josh retches and throws up as the businessman takes his mask off and sits next to him, sharing how he always wanted to be a surgeon, but his hands were too shaky, which wouldn't allow him to become one. He taunts Josh as he continues his admiration for surgeons and how they hold life in their hands. Josh sobs for him to be let go, so he slices his Achilles tendons before releasing his restraints, opening the door, allowing him to try to leave. But he rips his tendon, forcing him to crawl toward the door. He tries to bribe the businessman, willing to pay him. The businessman reveals that he's the one paying for this experience before slitting his throat. At least he killed him afterwards, I guess. Before he started doing that fucking crazy shit on him. Jesus
He went
Christ.
through a lot already, though. That scene
yeah, he
where
got drilled and shit.
It looks good. It looks horrific. It looks graphic. It looks real. And I felt bad. It's like, cool, you're free to go. Go ahead. and then you just see it like open up. I fucking still cringe at it just thinking about it. It's effective.
Oh,
I will
like
say that.
the heel.
Where like it like opens up. Oh
Yeah,
fuck.
and then he falls
Why do I
on
have
the
to say
ground.
it again? Yeah.
Yeah. It's a very intense scene. In my opinion, this is where the movie does get good. I feel like this is where the acting gets better. Everything just gets better in this movie here.
He generally looks like he's in panic and that he's
Absolutely.
pleading to be released, and it feels authentic and real.
When he throws up on himself and all this stuff, it's just like, fuck, man. Like, that feels believable. And that's something that I feel really set this movie up a couple of bars where I'm just like, okay.
1 star to 2 star.
1 star to
Yeah,
2
fair.
star. Exactly.
Fair
Like,
enough.
you know, to me, this is where the movie shines the most, which makes sense. It's
back half.
that's supposed to be the point. But like, this is where the movie shines, in my opinion. Like, the acting just gets tremendously better from all actors who are in these scenes, and the tension is extraordinarily high throughout this entire third act. And I think the third act is actually a really well done act, but it's all the bullshit that we got to deal with in the beginning to get to this. And I know like torture is not your cup of tea.
Not at all.
It's not mine either. Like, this is not a genre I tend to gravitate towards, but it doesn't bother me. I'll say that it doesn't bother me. It is something that I feel like I can handle pretty okayly. Like, I don't really wince at this kind of stuff. It's certain things that I do wince at, and it usually has to do with teeth or fingernails, and that's, for me, that's like my nope, good, yeah. Like, right now, my kid is in the phase of where she's starting to lose her teeth, and it's fucking gross. It's fucking gross, dog. Like, it's so gross. And I'm just like, how about I just have you go to the dentist and they just rip them out? Like,
Don't show me.
like just let's just take
It's
them
like,
out.
look, the
and
tooth
you
fairy
just-
already showed up. You don't even have to put
there you
your
go.
tooth
There you
on
go.
the
Here's $1
bill.
million.
There you go. There you
Yeah,
go.
there you go. There you go.
She said
Don't
she's
touch
going to
me.
mail you a check. It'll be fine. We'll toss it out now.
Yeah. And she's at that age where she wants to show you everything. She's like, look at my tooth, it's loose. And like, it's just
It's just like wiggling out. It's just like,
exactly.
"Ah."
I'm just like
It's like, it's not supposed to move sideways like that.
oh my God. It's horrendous. I absolutely hate this aspect of growing up for her. But it's it's funny though. I did have the dentist remove one of her teeth when we went to the dentist because my wife was like, I can't fucking take it anymore. Like, she keeps showing me, and it's almost out, but it's not
gots
coming
to
out. Like, it has to go. And it was getting to the point where she was even afraid to like brush that portion of her mouth where it's like, you got to brush your damn teeth. So like, well, that's a given. Like, you got to brush your teeth. So yeah, but took it out. She's good now.
There you go.
Look like a little crackhead running around, but she's good. Cut to Paxton being kicked awake at the disco. He stumbles back toward the hostel, and the clerk confused because he thought that he had checked out. That clerk was just like, damn, dude, I thought you was dead already. Like,
No, for real.
He probably
It's like,
thought
we got
he
your
saw
bag
a
and
fucking ghost when he walked to his desk. He was like, I thought you checked out, sir. He hands Paxton his backpack and plays dumb about him not knowing how he was checked out. He books him another room 237, by the way. Mm-hmm. Paxton wonders if Kana was in the lobby waiting, but the clerk doesn't know. When he gets his keys back to the room, another set of women is getting dressed for the spa. He's weirded out by this deja vu. Outside, he calls for Josh to tell him about being locked inside of the club, but it goes to his voicemail. He spots Svetlana getting into a taxi, calling and chasing after her, but she doesn't respond. Paxton goes searching for the location where Ali and Yuki's picture was taken, finding the spot, but his phone is snatched by the bubblegums. He chases after them and catches one and starts choking the shit out of him. Realizing that he's about to kill a kid, he lets them go, and he goes straight to the police. Like, not the kid, Paxton does.
Right.
But yeah.
Which they cold-blooded too. They left him there. They're like, yeah, you didn't run fast enough.
Oh, brother.
You got caught.
Like, they 100% are like, it's every man for themselves if we are about that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you can't run fast enough, that's on you, brother.
Yeah.
We're gone. We will leave. So hurry your shit up or we're out of here. Who tells him to wait for his friend at the hostel, but he knows that something is wrong because it is out of character for Josh. The officer tries to reassure Paxton that Josh is fine, learning that Paxton's from California, eerily mentioning that he's far from home. He's like, oh, wow. far from
You're
home.
far from home. It's like, okay, now we know you're in on it. This is not very subtle. Gotcha.
He's like,
fair enough.
Okay. While he's walking the streets, he spots Natalia entering the building. He follows her inside, finding her and Svetlana talking in the back of a bar. They aren't wearing any makeup, made to look worn out. And I think that's what the point of this scene was, because he was like looking at them in disgust. He was like, oh, brother, oh. Like, and they just literally weren't wearing makeup. They looked exactly the same. Like, they just...
Yeah, literally the same.
Like, that was literally it. And I guess they're supposed to look more haggard or something. I don't know. It kind of reminded me of Saw X in that moment, where, like, when John, like, he's, like, trying to say thank you or whatever, and he goes back to the house, and it's all, like, everyone's, like, cleared out or whatever, but he finds the housekeeper girl, and, like, she's at a club, and she's, like, drugged out, and he's like, oh! Like, he's shocked. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, John. I still say you could have left her alone, dog. I'm just saying. Like, you can't feel remorse after the fact, brother. Just saying. Just saying. Do you want to play a game? He wonders if they received his messages. Svetlana claims that, see, that's what y'all could have gotten if you had chosen Saul. Yep. Svetlana claims that she called him back. They're like, thank God we didn't. But a child answers the phone. He wonders if they saw Josh. They start speaking in their language with one another before he demands that they speak in English. They lie that he's with Oli, which they're not really lying. He's tired of their bullshit, demanding that they tell him where his friends are. A little more serious as they share that Oli and Josh are at an exhibit. Paxton declines their offer to drink with them, demanding that he be taken to the art show, something that Svetlana has already seen, wanting to stay behind. That was a great little... Oh, 100%. Like, she doesn't want to see this shit.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't want to see this. She's
like,
they're 100% in this for the money.
Oh, for
Like,
sure.
it's just like, I did my job already. Like, I got paid, to fucking have sex with this goddamn loser. And my job here is done.
You could tell Natalia likes it a little bit more. Like, she's kind of into it.
Why do you think she's into it?
I think she feels empowered by it, that she's able to control. Because the way she talks about it later on, which we'll talk about soon, once they get there, it's like, that makes you my bitch, which is kind of a funny line. But I was like, I think she likes it more, where the reason why she got stayed behind, I think she's not as inclined about the entire situation.
Okay. Yeah, that's an interesting take. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if she likes him or not. The aspect of like having him come get a drink and all this other stuff, like, you don't think that was like a way for her to try to like stall him or anything? Or I feel like they would have taken him regardless, because he was right there in front of them. Like, you could tell that whole bar was a part of it. Like, the whole town.
Oh, for sure. The whole town. Yeah,
the whole town's a part of it.
But it's kind of funny. Maybe you're right. And then she kind of like gets a little more feisty. It was like, oh, you don't want any fucking bubblegum? Too bad for you. And then has
he's like talking back, and then and he's not like chilling out, I guess, to where for her, she's like, all right, well, whatever then. Like, this is if this is what you're gonna, if this is how you're gonna be about it, then shit, I'll take you there. I'll take you to the Devil's Den.
You could have ended your last moments having a beer, having some candy, but you know what? Fuck it.
This is what you want. This is what you'll get.
Yeah.
So there you go. This whole aspect of them, like with the exhibit and how they're like, oh yeah, the art show and blah blah blah, and he was like, I want to see some art, and it just his way, like, he knows that they're talking in code, so like he's knows that his friends are just like, they're doomed initially, like something happened to them. I don't know, man. I'm trying to think, like, if I was in this situation, I wouldn't be, but if I was in this situation, it just would make me think. I'm just like, I think I would have just called the embassy. I'm just gonna call the U.S. embassy and just be like, yo, this is what happened. This is what went down. I don't know where he's at. I'm coming home right now though. So like, good luck finding them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what else to do. I don't know if I would have, but that would have been a different movie.
They do a really good job of taking away his communication with the kids, stealing his phone. Because at this point, he's kind of like screwed. There's no way to reach out for help, especially that we see like the police is involved in this as well, which is that sucks.
And you learn in the second one that they give the kids money and candy and stuff like that to do this, to take their phones and all this whole other stuff. Like, so they
it's
do
planned
that.
out. It's horrifically planned out. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. There's also like some. We'll get there in the movie facts actually, so I'll save it. Natalia and her driver take him to the factory, offering him some gum as they pull up to the rundown facility. The driver gets out to meet up with the rest of the drivers chilling. They're all just chilling, and like he immediately gets out. He's like, "Hey, yeah,
What's up, guys?"
Like another day at work, and then fucking Takashi Miike comes out telling Paxton to be careful because he can spend all his money inside. That was crazy to see fucking Takashi in there, though. I was when I first saw that, I was just like, that guy looks familiar. And then
it looks like the guy we see later on too in the dressing room. I'm just like, oh, I've seen it before in other movies.
Yeah, it was like,
it's like, oh, okay.
Easter eggs.
For
those who are unfamiliar with Takashi Miike, he did Audition. It's probably his most popular movie, but he's done a lot of other movies. He follows Natalia inside, and the man at the front desk allows him to go inside for free. He's like, for you, for free. Thanks. She stops and points to a door that will allow him entrance inside. She laughs, calling out that he's so serious. Paxton finds what he's looking for, finding Josh being operated on by the businessman. Natalia laughs at how much money she made off of him. He's grabbed by two men, dragged to his torture oasis, passing those who are being tortured and killed in other rooms. This scene is like something
horrific.
Out of a fucking nightmare. Jesus goddamn Christ.
Each room just like has something horrific going on.
It's like Hellraiser.
That's a good way to put it. It literally feels like it is hell as well.
Yeah,
like it's
100%.
Yeah,
like this scene is actually wild as fuck. He's locked and cuffed inside the room. Later on, he meets his destroyer, confirming if he's American. He sobs and pleads as the man seems as if he's second guessing before snipping excuse me. Let me reread that. He sobs and pleads as a man seems as if he's second guessing before snipping some shears, getting turned on with every taunting snip. And like this dude is straight up like it's just like he's so fucking into this, dude. Finally snipping some of his hair, placing it in a bag. And this dude keeps mementos. Oh my God. Ew. Gross. It's disgusting. Now this is interesting because like I feel like this guy wasn't supposed to have him. They they just were like, hey, fresh meat. Like we just literally got this guy. Do you want to pay the bounty for it or whatever? And he was like, let me check it out. Like, let me see what's going on.
Let me give him a haircut real quick. Let's see.
Yeah, let me see. If I can snip him, I'll keep him. The man wheezes before stabbing him with a rake. I think that's what that was. I don't know.
I don't even know what the fuck garden tool that was. It was like a little 3-prong like claw fucking machine.
Machine. Any gardeners out there, let us know because that I'm pretty sure I have one of those, but I don't know what it's called. I just have one.
They ain't a hoe.
No, they ain't a hoe. Speaking in German, Paxton responds to him. The man slaps him, leaving him out of the room to call for the muscle to ball gag him, teasing him with a gun to his head. But he goes over to grab a chainsaw instead. The saw gets so close to his shoulder that he starts throwing up.
Choking on it.
Oh my God! This like I said,
throw up.
This is where the movie, just in my opinion, just levels up so much in terms of like the acting realism. And the performances.
Yeah.
It's just something so incredible in how they act in these scenes here.
Agreed.
He takes the gag off, not wanting him to drown on his own vomit, slicing Paxton's hand and freeing him from his restraints. I think that was even an accident. I don't think he meant to like slice his fingers off.
Right.
I think it was like he kind of tripped and like sliced his fingers or something like that. Like I don't think that was
clumsy,
like supposed to happen.
This guy.
Yeah.
As we soon find out, very, very clumsy.
Yes. Slicing Paxton's hand and freeing him from his restraints, the man then slips on the ball gag. The chainsaw cuts through his leg, giving Paxton enough time to grab the gun and shoot him in the head. One thing that I do like that they do here is the aspect of the use of guns, because every time in like a horror movie when someone brings a gun into it, it just gets way less scary. It's just like this other sense of protection, I guess, that they have in the film when they have a gun, right? But I like what they did here for the mechanics in terms of, yes, he has a gun, but he only has like 2 bullets.
Right, because why would you need more? It's usually
Why would you
for
need
people
more?
just to kill them, and that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to end the suffering. And I love the amount of people that are working there too, because that also means like, oh yeah, even if you have a gun, there's like fucking 20 of them.
Oh, there's
You
so
can't
many of
kill
them in
all.
there. Yeah.
And they all have guns too, which makes it that much frightening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He shouts for the guard in German, killing him when he comes inside, setting himself free, grabbing his fingers before disguising himself as he tries to escape. I'm glad he didn't forget them fingies. Right. Them little Vienna fingers. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5. They're all here. Okay, let's go.
He's like trying to put them back on. They keep falling off. He's like,
Gang's all here.
The gang's all here.
I just can't put my finger on it, but I don't think we should go here again.
My leg. He shouts for the guard. All the lights come on and he runs and hides inside another room full of bodies. The cleaner gurneys the bodies out as he hides underneath them, watching them all clean up and prepare for the next batch. The piles of flesh are taken to the bottom floor so they can be hacked up. Paxton stares into his friend's soulless eyes, making sure not to make a peep as the cleaner continues working. He grabs more body parts to chop up, snagging Paxton's loose fingers that he couldn't grab in time. While the man burns the body parts, he hits him in the head with a mallet before taking the elevator back upstairs. He moves swiftly through the halls, hiding in a dressing room for the ultra-rich to prepare their torture, spotting the police officer whom he spoke with earlier at the station, standing outside having a pleasant conversation with the men. Paxton steals a new set of clothes. In the coat pocket, he finds out how much an American is worth for elite hunting. Russians are $5,000. Europeans are $10,000, while Americans are $25,000. But it's not on here, but we learn later that if you are Japanese and you're a woman, you are worth $50,000. So there you are. Not gonna lie, all that seems pretty low.
For murdering a human being?
Murdering and torturing someone. Like, I feel like that's pretty low. That's a low bar of entry in my opinion. Like $10,000. That's a really good Pokemon card. Like
that's fucked. But yeah, you're right.
Like, dude, like what? So
they go in there, it's like, I'll trade you.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I'll trade you this fucking Rayquaza Pikachu for this European. Like, it's just what?
So dark.
So yeah, no.
It's scary that they have like menu prices for this, which is terrifying. I will give it that.
Yeah, and you see more of it inside of
the future
inside
ones.
of Hostel Part 2. Yeah,
yeah.
The only two that I've seen was this one and 2, but there's a third one.
There is, which I think it was like a gambling one or some crazy one. I don't know. I don't care about those movies. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it. I watched the dead meat kill count for it, but that was about it. That's the max knowledge I got.
Fair.
An American hunter comes in to ask how he looks and overshares how ridiculous he looks and feels. No offense to this actor, but this dude always, when he pops up, he always plays a fucking sleazebag. And he looks like he would be.
Like, it works perfectly for, I don't know.
Works
I feel
perfect.
bad because he looks like a sleazebag.
Yeah.
And
it's Rick Hoffman.
Sure he's a nice guy.
Like, I'm sure Rick, I mean, I hope he is. I don't know. Like,
Right,
it's just Rick Hoffman always kind of plays these guys. Like, he was in Suits. He was also in Thanksgiving as well. So he was Thomas. He was a dad. Yeah, he was Thomas.
Yeah, interesting.
In Thanksgiving, I don't know. He always kind of plays like these sleazy characters. So I'm sure he is a good dude.
He would be really good in the villain role.
I hope he is.
Yeah.
I mean, he's kind of a villain in. I mean, he's a villain for sure in this, but like he's kind of a villain in Suits. I'm not too sure if you've seen that show, but he's. I wouldn't say he's necessarily a villain. He's just the competition initially. Sure. Like he's the rival or whatever. So that's that. But anyway, Paxton is about to leave, but he stops him, wanting to know how it was. He lies that it was good, but the man just keeps asking questions, going on and on, wanting to know who he chose to see his tattoo and how he did it. He pumps himself up, wanting advice from Paxton on whether he should do it slow or quick. not even taking it. When he asked this question, I didn't write this here, but initially Paxton was just like, quick.
And he's like, yeah.
He's like, yeah, I should do it quick.
No,
and he was like,
I'm not doing that.
Fuck that. He was like, I'm not doing it quick.
Yeah.
And he chucks his gun inside of a laundry basket. So
Which works perfectly well for our character.
Exactly. Paxton sneaks outside and is about to escape in a car that's ready for him, but his morals force him to rush back inside to save a screaming Kana. The man is burning her eye when Paxton bursts into the room, shooting him. Then he has forced to cut Kana's oozing eye as she screams in pain.
This was also really good practical effects when he cuts it and then the ooze just comes out of. As a someone who likes filmmaking, I'm just like, I wonder how they did that. That looks really good. Yeah. But fucking horrific. A fucking torch to the eye.
Yeah, dude. And then it's the same guy. It's the American
He's like, hey,
torturer.
Man, get out of my room. Essentially.
Yeah, he was like, hey man, I fucking paid for this. Get your own room, is what he says.
Which is the same scene that we have in the brothel in Amsterdam.
That is
it's
true.
Like, hey, get out of this room. It's like,
yeah, that is true. We do
is
have
this a
that exact
callback?
same
Like,
thing.
why are we calling back to that moment? But
Seems so nice. They had to do it twice. They sneak back toward the car, dodging these sick fucks. They chase after them as they speed toward the train, honking his horn until a van that's blocking his path is moved out of the way. Svetlana, Natalia, and Alex, how convenient, are all on the other side, and without hesitation, he makes sure to hit all three of their asses. I didn't put this here, but Natalia then gets ran over by the next car that comes, which is hilarious.
This kind of reminds me of
she doesn't die.
the Wii bowling strike. It's like all the three bodies just fly. If we can put that animation in there. It's over.
Strike. All everyone's clapping and shit. Yeah. He's able to bribe the bubblegums with a shitload of candy. The hunters are straight up crushed by the kids. I love that candy was enough for them to just fucking commit murder. That's great.
Right, and I don't know, like, he communicated with them. It's like, I'll give you this whole fucking bag if you stop the next guys that come here.
And they are like, they're fucking them up, dude. They're throwing rocks at them. They're taking like hammers to their face and like smashing their heads in. It's
the other kid is just literally eating gum and then passing it out to
yeah, he's just
kid.
chilling. Yeah, he's like, you want this one? They're forced to stop at a traffic stop when the cops pull out an old man to start beating him. Damn.
What the fuck?
The officer approaches the car, but Paxton and Kana dip out, sneaking toward a crate. Kana is so distraught about her appearance of her face that she decides to kill herself by getting hit by a train.
Makes no sense, but fuck it, whatever.
That's another
frustrating scene, but
that is an extremely frustrating scene, and that's another reason how you know this is written by a man, because like, oh, she dies because of vanity,
right?
Like she decides to kill herself because of vanity. Like
after trying to survive this entire time, and she's just like
literally gets out from a fucking torture chamber, and because of her obviously having now a reconstructive face, she wants to kill herself. That's sad. Crazy. Yeah. That's crazy to me. I'm just like, what are we supposed to get out of that? That, like, you want me to say in my head, like, oh, that was a waste of time for Paxton to go back then?
Right. Or it's like, if you don't
is that what you're trying to have me say?
Dying. Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. She ignores his calls, buying him some time to escape into the train. Not able to get much rest on the train when he overhears the businessman. So, at this next stop, he follows the man off the train, seeking out his revenge as he locks them inside the bathroom. While the businessman is inside the stall, Paxton drops the card and snatches his hand while cutting off his fingers, drowning him inside the toilet before slitting his throat and hopping on the next train out of there. Then, title card? Then credits. It's the longest fucking.
This movie was pretty hostile.
There was a lot of hostile takeovers in this movie, but that's hostile. That is hostile. There you go.
You're welcome, Ghoulish Knights.
Hopefully you enjoyed it.
I'm not bitter.
Yeah,
there's some entertainment in here, but it's just not a lot of it. It's like 5% of the movie.
That's so funny. Yeah, so this is the movie. It also says Quentin Tarantino presents this movie, so like
he helped produce it, I guess.
I think he was the producer. Like I think he was
Yeah.
the person who primarily funded this fucking movie. And it's one of the reasons why Quentin Tarantino had him in the Grindhouse and also had him in Inglourious Bastards.
Right.
There you go. Let's go and jump into some movie facts because I have a very interesting one here that I would love to talk about because it's very on brand with this movie.
Let's do it. Movie facts.
Movie facts. Tomas Galbavi, a member of the Slovak parliament, said he was offended by this film. I think all Slovaks should be too. Apparently there was a I think like the president or something like that had him. They wanted him to like take him around the area or something in Slovakia. And it was so he doesn't paint Slovakia in like a bad light because people, I guess, already did that. And they wanted to show like how beautiful it was and so on. And he did all of that. And he then made this aspect of where he kind of turns that a little bit. I know a lot of people were really nervous for like Brandon Cronenberg's Infinity Pool. He didn't say he was filming it in Slovakia, but it was kind of like that was supposed to be kind of the point. Like it was kind of like supposedly filmed over there. But anyway, besides all the point. So I don't know how true that is. That's just what I heard through the woodworks, y'all. That's what I heard through the woodworks. We continue. Seski Krumlov, nailed it, where the film was largely made, actually does have a museum of torture. That is interesting.
I do like how they cut the tickets with the little guillotine.
Oh, yeah, with the guillotine.
That was kind of sick.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that's fun. That was very clever. I was like, on brand. The film knocked The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe out of the #1 spot at the box office, you sick fucks, as well as out of the top spot on the DVD list. The production budget of the first Narnia film was nearly 50 times the $4 million production budget of Hostel, which earned $20 million in its opening weekend alone. Wow. God damn.
Those movies are so similar too. Crazy.
Yeah, very similar. Very similar indeed. The unrated DVD version of the film says the word fuck 128 times.
Interesting.
It does not hold the world record, though. You know what holds the world record, Freddie?
I want to know. I know it, and I don't know it.
It's on the tip of your tongue, my friend.
I know. It's
just throw any movie out there.
No, I know what it is, too, and it's going to bother me that I don't have it in my head right now. Yeah, because it's going to bother me.
The Wolf of Wall Street. That is the current record holder of.
I fucking knew it. Fuck. I knew that. I knew it. I fucking knew it. What the fuck? I should have fucking known.
You should have fucking known.
You know what podcast has the most fucks in it?
Probably ours.
Maybe this fucking podcast. Fuck yeah, it does. You better fucking believe it.
We swear we're a family fucking friendly fucking show. At around 1 hour and 5 minutes, the porn film the guard at the factory watches on the DVD player is Sex Fever, the X-rated parody of Roth's first film, Cabin Fever.
Stupid.
Because he's a fan of the arts.
Oh yeah, they were putting Pulp Fiction in the movie too. Yeah,
they do, which obviously for
Quentin Tarantino,
since he was a part of that. But yeah,
he fucking was.
The trailer bills this film as inspired by true events. Director Eli Roth says that he found a Thai website that advertised itself as a murder vacation, offering users the chance to torture and kill someone for the price of $10,000. According to the story, videos of a random person walking into a room and shooting someone in the head were posted online. Roth later showed the site to Quentin Tarantino, and the two developed the idea for the film. Tarantino and Roth said later on in an Icelandic talk show that they have no idea if the website was real or not.
I don't like that at all.
Cool. The tourist office in Slovakia invited writer-director... Oh, here it is. Here we go. The tourist office in Slovakia invited writer-director Eli Roth to a trip that, with all the expenses paid, They even paid for him to show him that the country was not made up of abandoned factories and children who killed for chewing gum. For his part, Roth said that the film was not meant to be offensive, ensuring that Americans, quote, do not even know that this country exists. Wow. My film is not a geographical work, but aims to show the ignorance of Americans about the world around them, which, fair. Roth has repeated many times that despite movies like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, people continue to go to Texas. Yeah, but people know that Texas exists. Like, how offensive? Like, what the fuck?
Like, you can't be offended if people don't even know who you are. That's fucked.
Yeah, no one even knows you. So why are you offended?
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Ever heard of fucking Narnia?
Yeah, we blew it out of the water in the box office.
Yeah, they should be offended.
Yeah, for real. That's the movie. If you guys want to keep the conversation going, you can keep the conversation going over on Discord, Spotify, YouTube, Patreon. We would definitely love to hear from you. And speaking of Patreon, we want to give a very special shout out to our patrons over on patreon.com/nightlightpod. That's night with a K. If you want to get your name shouted out on the show, you can do so by heading over to the website I just mentioned, and learn more there. We would love to shout your name out as well. But since our community manager, Allison, is not here, I'm going to go ahead and take the reins again to go ahead and shout everybody's name out once again. But we got Avery, Kevin, which I don't know if we got confirmation on if Kevin is Stumpy Mac, but Allison, our amazing community manager, Farah. She did mention one person. I think it was...
Yeah. Twilight Bestie.
Was it Farah?
I remember.
Yeah.
I remembered.
Fair. Twilight Bestie. Sergio, Jasmine, Kadrea, Samantha, Dim, Johnny, thank you again for submitting your EVP. Very much appreciated.
So awesome.
Really awesome. Kelly, Rain, our amazing marketing manager, Carrie, Chantal, and Joe. Oh man, shout out to all of you guys for supporting the show, for allowing us to do this. It is truly a dream come true every single time we do this. So thank you guys so much for allowing us a space and a platform to go ahead and share our thoughts on movies, because who told us to do that? Nobody. But thank you guys for supporting it. We truly appreciate it. But we are coming back at you with a brand new month for next week, where we are doing Best Friends Month.
Hey!
It was actually supposed to be this month, but I didn't time it right. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to do it for July. But this month is also going to be coined We're Friends, right? And we're going to kick that off with Coherence. Very excited to see this movie again. I haven't seen it in quite a while, so I'm really excited to see this movie again. A lot of talking in that movie, though, Freddie, so it's going to be some fun writing. But this was Nightlight, a horror movie podcast. I was one of your hosts, Prince, also known as Head Night. Alongside me, we had Freddie.
Always keeping it spoopy.
Always and forever, also known as Nighty Night. With your help, we can reach more Ghoulish Knights with your recommendation for the show. If your podcast app allows you to rate the show, consider us giving it a 5-star rating, as it honestly does help us out a ton. If you're watching this over on YouTube, feel free to give us a subscribe and also a like, because that also does help us out as well. But for extra horror-related content, you can head over to patreon.com/nightlightpod. That's night with a what? Don't forget the line.
I took a big breath before doing that one.
You did. That was like, damn, that was really impressive. And remember, everybody, don't forget your nightlight. Boop.